Hey, I'm Mr. Chomp and welcome back to Mr. Chomp Code. This is my third channel and today we are building a business website in 10 minutes. From start to finish. Live contact form, real payments, and we'll actually publish it so the world can see it. So, before we start coding, I'm going to have to tell you a few tools you're going to need. To start with, to code, we're going to need Visual Studio Code. So you're going to go to the website, that's going to be in the link in the description, and you're going to download it for your respective device. So this is Windows, Mac, Linux, whatever. Alright, next you're going to go to formsfree.io. This is where we're going to create our contact form. So users that can see your website will be able to directly contact your email with any information they want. Next, so we can handle our payments, we're going to go to stripe.com. This is a really easy, quick to use app. So after that, we're going to make sure you've got a GitHub account for storing and sharing all the code that will deploy via Vercel.app for instant hosting. Alright, let's kick off. So first, we're going to go over to Visual Studio Code. So we're going to go File, Open Folder. I'm going to open it in here. We're going to go New Folder. Let's just call it Web, like that. And we're going to select the folder. So now we have a blank canvas. So now what we're going to do, you're going to get this welcome screen. That's okay. So you don't need the Copilot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to this one and we're going to click this one. We're going to type index.html. Just like that. So now that is going to make a HTML page. And we're also going to type style.css. Alright, so now we've got those. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Copilot. So you can use any respected platform you want, but I'm just going to use Copilot because it's going to be easier. So what you're going to do is if you're using Copilot, you're going to click on this drop-down menu and you can hit Smart GPT-5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask it for a simple prompt. So you don't have to say this exactly, but you're going to say, can you code me a website for my first business? I want a form, a contact area, and a payment area with the form using Formsfree and the payment using Stripe. And you can hit enter. So now what this is going to do, this is going to generate your code. So from here, once this all generates, it's going to tell you what different sites you're going to need. So, you're just going to follow these steps. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here on this HTML and you can hit copy. So now you're going to come back to your Visual Studio Code and you're going to hit Control V or Command V, depending on your device. If you're on Windows, it's Control V. If you're on Apple, it's Command V. So now you're going to come over and you're going to copy your style. So remember we made this style.css. You're going to come here and you're going to Control V again. And make sure you hit Control or Command S. And on every time you copy something or you change something in your code. Now, get to the tricky part. As you can see here, they have script.js. So JS is JavaScripting. So what we're going to do is now we're going to copy this again, same method. We're going to come here and we're going to make a new one called script.js, just like that. So your names, your website may be slightly different, like the scripting and stuff. That's okay. Just follow what your Copilot tells you. because it changes. It's different for everyone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do that same prompt again. And lastly, we've got the server.js. So what we're going to do is see how we've got all this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to go server.js like so. You guys can pause the video at any time if you need to stop and pause. Okay. So now that we have all our code, you're going to, I actually don't want this script and server part. So what I'm going to ask them to do is I'm going to ask them to make another HTML page for our contact and our payment area, like my main website. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to say, can you code me 2 new HTML pages using the style of the index for a contact and a payment area that will have the form spree and the stripe without using, this is important, the .js. If your code didn't give you the .js, that's fine, you don't need to. So now we're going to let this code. So see how it is now came and spat out the contact.html. So we're going to copy and go here. Going to delete this page like so. Move to recycling bin. Delete this page. Move to recycling bin. And we're going to make contact.html like so. So now we've got this. So now we're also going to do the same for the payment.html. And we're going to go ahead and copy that code. So now we've got this. But you're probably wondering, how do I navigate between my different pages? So if you come over to your index, it's not here. So this is going to take a tiny bit of messing around to get how you want. But we're going to go over to Copilot and say, can you recode me the index so I can navigate around my page and have a home page that tells the viewer about the site. So you can change what you want it to say or anything like that. So now, as you can see in this line here, this header section or this nav section here, it's got href equals index.html home. So now we're going to go ahead and copy this code. We're going to go back over to our Visual Studio Code. I'm going to hit Control A. This is to select everything. Control V. Alright? We're going to hit Control S again. Just like that. So that has now linked to everything, and if it's going to, we're going to have to add this to our existing, so you can come to the bottom here, hit Enter, hit Control V, like so. So now that we have all of that, I'm going to show you how to view it. So if you want something different, like the styling or something like different colors, I'll show you how to view that. So you're going to come to your browser, like so. I'm just going to make a new page here. Then you come to your File Explorer, like this, and you're going to scroll down and you hit go to the page that you're on. You go to this, and then once you're on the the folder you're on, you're going to double click on the index, and it's going to show you our site. So this is our site. Looks pretty nice. We've got our contact page, we've got our payment page, and you've also got the buttons up here. So it says your business name, you hit contact, and now this is going to be linked to your forms free. Right? So, and then we're going to hit payment. And this is also linked to your payment error. But as you can see, when we hit contact, there's no tab up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over, we're going to come to our Visual Studio Code and see this nav head. So nav means navigate. So you're going to click at the end of it and hold shift and click at the start of it. Just make sure you click all the way to this line here so you get that full. And then hit Control C or Command C depending on what device you're on. Alright, so now just in between this header here, you're going to paste it like so. And that's the same for your contact page. So now what that's going to do is if I go here and I reload my page, and I hit contact, it's not working. That's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and ask Copilot or your respected AI, depending what you use. I don't really mind. Just Copilot is free, easy to use, and it's got the new GPT-5. So it's just a bit better than your regular, like older versions and your quick response versions. So I'm going to ask is, can you add a header to, not a header, my bad guys. Can you add a bar to navigate between pages on the contact and payment areas? So now what that's going to do is that's going to head and code it. Alright, so now as you can see, we've got this part here. That's what we requested. And it's going to give us a bit of this. And if you just read this, it's like, since you already have navigation styles that will work automatically. If you didn't add them, you can just add them now, which you should have that already in from your other. So you're going to come to your contact, you hit Control A to copy everything. Make sure when you hit Control A, you're not on this side. So if you're on your folders area, it's going to have the outline on it. We don't want that. We want to make sure we are on this page. So this page will be like lit up kind of. So you're going to Control A, Control V, Control S, or Command A, Command V, Command C. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to come to our payment. We're going to hit Control A, Control V, Control C, S. All right, now that we have that. So now what we have to do is we have to go ahead and make our payment link. As you can see here, your Stripe payment link and your Forms Free ID. So I already have a few set up, but I'm going to show you how to. You're going to come to the website and you're going to go to your, and as you can see here, if we reload the page, we get contact, here's our pages now. So you're going to go over to Forms Free. We're going to start with our contact page. You're going to go to formsfree.io/login and you're going to log in. Now I already have one made for other stuff. See, I've got 2 submissions. I'll have to look at those later. But you're going to hit Add New Form. And we're just going to call this, I don't know, I'm going to call this YouTube video. You can call it whatever you want, etc. I'm just going to call it YouTube vid. And you're going to make sure it sends emails to your email address, your respective email address you want. So hit Create Form. And now what you do is now you have this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and copy. And it's going to give you this little prompt up here saying copy to clipboard, and you're going to come to your Visual Studio Code. And now, where you see this HTTPS formsfree.io your form ID, you're going to click on it. Make sure you just click after the D, and you're going to click here and hold shift, and you can hit it like that. And now what that has done, that's linked it to your form. And your Copilot has already done everything for you, and it's coded the name, the email address, and message. And then it's also coded your send message. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head and hit our payment. So we're going to come here and we're going to go ahead and go to Stripe. So I already got one set up. So get ahead and go to Stripe, right? So now what we're going to do from here is we're going to make our new area. So they might ask you to have a few things set up, etc. So you're going to come to your product catalog, and I'm just going to use one of these packages I have. You're going to come here, and you're going to click on your package. I should show you how to make a new package. So once you go onto your product catalog, you're going to create product. I'm just going to call this test. Just upload a photo. Make it $1. I don't mind. Okay, it's going to auto tax everything for you. That's the main reason why we're using Stripe. So now we're going to hit add product, like so. Click on it. This is our product ID here. So we're going to hit copy and say copied. And then we're going to come to our Stripe payment link, like so. Hit Control V, like that. Now that is done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have to come to our GitHub. So if you don't know what GitHub is, it is a sharing platform for basically everything. So I've got a few of these, but you're going to come to your account and you're going to find your repositories. So I've got a few here. This is just me bored. So you're going to hit new repository. And you're going to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it vid. All right. So when you make your repository, make sure this tab is hit to public, not private. Because if it's hit to public, our free files hosting service won't work. So you're going to hit create repository. You don't need to add in this. So now that we have our repository, you're going to come to the top of here and you're going to click off that so it's not highlighted. And you're going to type /upload. Like so. And now you're going to add your files. So you come to your file explorer. I've already got my files here. I'm just going to pop them on my second screen here and make sure do not add the physical folder. You're going to have to open the folder and drag all your files over. So you're going to come and you're going to drag and drop the files to upload them, and it's going to upload them. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hit commit changes. So when you upload into GitHub, if you want to make any stuff to your website, like any changes, you can hit here and just hit this little pen here. And that will allow you to edit this and you can go back at any time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this website. So I did tell you at the start, we're going to go to Vercel. So once you log into Vercel and you have to sign in with your GitHub and everything, it's going to take you to this page. And you're going to hit reload. If it doesn't come up, just wait for it to come up. You're going to hit add new. Then you're going to hit project. And you're going to choose your repository name. So mine is called vid. So I'm going to hit import and I'm going to hit deploy. Like so. So now it is deploying. And this is completely free of charge. None of this will cost you a single cent. And you can actually make money off this. If you want your own custom domain name to your project, you'll obviously have to pay for that. Prices vary, etc. So now you've just deployed your project to mine is called Mr. Chomp _ project. That's going to set that where it says my name, that's going to say your GitHub name. So we're going to hit continue to dashboard. And now what we're going to do, this is viewable for everyone. Because mine wasn't 2 words, it's going to give me this. But normally if it's 2 words, it's going to give you those 2 words, like if it's 2 words with space. But you're going to hit on this. And look, now your business is completely set up. No charge, nothing. And how long did it take us? It took us 20 minutes. So that is all from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.